plane full of passengers crashed to the bottom of the sea, but not a drop of seawater seeped into the cabin, and the passengers were thankful that they were unharmed. But they didn't know, the plane is now 100 meters deep in the ocean. It won't be long before the oxygen in the cabin is depleted. But what's even more frightening, the plane's communication equipment is no longer able to receive signals, which means they can't call for help. They can only wait for death in this small space. As time passes by, the passengers are getting a sense of crisis. Some are in tears of despair, some are unconscious from lack of oxygen. Seeing that the situation is getting more and more serious, instead of sitting on the ground and waiting to die, we should give it a try. At this point, the captain made a last-ditch decision. He wants to send the signal receiver to the surface, so as to send out a distress signal. Only then would there be a chance for everyone to survive. But the 100-meter depth of the seafloor has a huge water pressure. The danger can be imagined. So in order to complete the operation as much as possible, the co-pilot also came forward at all costs. Then the two of them took precautions, and then closed the anus connected to the passenger cabin, to prevent seawater from coming in. But it's not as simple as it seems. The captain tried to open the door electrically, but he didn't realize there was a short circuit. But while he was trying to repair it, suddenly, a huge amount of water pressure rushed through the hatch. The water level in the cabin rose rapidly. The co-pilot fainted from the impact. Luckily, the captain was unharmed, but the oxygen tank ruptured. The oxygen was quickly lost. The captain had no choice but to throw away the oxygen and hold his breath. Opened the package in the water with difficulty. He let the signal receiver follow the air valve to the surface. Then he started to swim upwards with all his might. With the captain's fearlessness and determination, he managed to reach the surface of the sea from a depth of 100 meters, although he was already physically and mentally prepared. But he didn't dare to delay. He quickly climbed up to the valve and signaled for help. At this time, fighter planes patrolling the surface of the sea noticed the scene, and immediately reported the news to the top management. After determining the position, the senior management immediately arranged for a fleet of patrols to go to the rescue. Soon they found the captain. They immediately launched an airboat into the water. The captain escaped in a short time. Then the captain told his shipmates that the plane had crashed. The captain immediately dispatched a large number of rescuers to rescue the passengers at the bottom of the sea. However, when the rescue team went down to the bottom of the sea, they were dumbfounded.